I can hear you, yeah. Well, we've nothing to lose, so obviously we're going to try and win the next game. I think there were parts that were good out of today's game. We were probably good for about 50% of the game, and obviously you're not going to win games doing that, but it is something to bring forward. For about 15 overs of our fielding innings, we were pretty good. And then unfortunately South Africa have some big hitters at the end that took the game away from us a little bit. 140, 150 was a very good total on that on that wicket and with that outfield. So we were thinking probably more 110 was par. And then there were a few overs with the batting where we did quite well, but then it kind of fell to pieces a bit.
Do you think getting 5 on the wicket, was that's kind of a wicket where you can give 5 wickets to the winner?
No, I think that was when she came on more so than anything. She came on when the run rate was very high, and we're not at the stage where we're going to just bat 20 overs and try and get to 100, 110. We have to try and win the games and learn lessons that way. So I think it was more to do with that. And she put the ball on a spot, and she's a very good fielder of her own bowling. I think that's how she ended up with so many wickets.
You had a pretty good partnership going on with Shillington. So what went wrong from there? You could have the two capable enough of playing it out.
Well, I got out. That's where it went wrong. I just didn't go through with my shot. I went to chip it, and unfortunately, I didn't get the elevation. I should have gone through with the shot, and I think it would have just sailed for 4. And then I actually didn't see Claire get out because I was taking my gear off. So, but we have to be able to have 2 or 3 partnerships. We're not going to win too many games if it's relying on one partnership in a game, and we didn't unfortunately have any after that.
Number of boundaries that these South African do you think that really put you under pressure? The field, it was like watching from outside, you could feel like you were following the ball.
We were following the ball. Perhaps a little bit. We don't know a lot about 1 or 2 of their batters, so we can only set a field for what we're bowling and then learn from what they're doing. So one of the girls who came in at the end, I'm actually not sure what her name is, who liked to lap sweep a lot. No, not try on it was before that. Kind of, but anyway, we hadn't played her before, and she went behind square a lot, so we had to plug that gap, but we didn't know that beforehand. So.
Thank you.
Ashok will have more ready. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ramana, what are you know? Bye, madam. பேசிட்டு ரெக்கார்டிங் அவர் டாக்டராக இன்டர்வியூ நடத்தணும் இங்கே இவங்கள்ட்ட பேசுவாங்க ஆக்சுவலாக டாக்டர் தனியாக இன்டர்வியூ நடத்தணும் 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think they're ready. But it's not for me to say. I'm the narrative.
Yes. Doc. Yes, please.
It's in the narrow. Yeah, I can see that.
You're upsticking camera view.
It isn't things.
Yeah, captain and man of the match both are here. Mahadi.
Hi, congratulations on the show. Victor, this one is for you. The number of boundaries that you guys hit, was there a particular, you just made a point to the, at the end to go after the bowling, because considering a fast match when you just lost it at the pit end.
Yeah, I think the problem was, the problem we had earlier on was in some of the previous games, we didn't manage to build partnerships in the middle, and then we couldn't use our power hitters at the end to accelerate as they did tonight. So I think, again, we started pretty well with Trisha Titi and Danae Fonikara gave us a platform to work from. Again, here and there in the middle, we were struggling with partnerships, but then I think the well as Ali played and Chloe coming in at the end, we've missed her in the past 2 games. She's been out in injury and she's now back in the squad. So I definitely think it helped, and it just showed once you give yourself a fair chance and you bat a decent amount of time, you will always have time to do release and get those big boundaries.
You happy with your middle order? They stepped up right. They stepped up just when you wanted them.
Yeah, there's still obviously room for improvement. Myself and Cup, we didn't still score like we wanted to, but I think the others stepped up really nicely today and just showed what they're made of. Tanisha really chipped in with a valuable few runs, and then the Whaler Zali, she's actually said to us the other day that she knows she's the type of batter that can be 3 off 10 balls and then come back and scored more than 100 strike rates, and I think that's exactly what she did. We just told her she needs to give herself some time, because in order for her to do what she's good at, she needs to bat long enough, and I think she did that extremely well. And then also again Chloe at the end, so we're definitely happy with the way the batters batted today.
You played here for the warm-ups, and now you're playing again. You said in our last conference that 150 doesn't look like possibly happening here, and yet you guys scored like 156. How much has the wicket changed from warm-ups to now?
I don't think the wicket changed that much. It might be more the way we played and how we adapted to the conditions and the bowling attack we were up against. I think the girls really did well to put the bad balls away, and that was something we haven't done in the past 2 games. We had a lot of dot balls, and I think that was one area where we wanted to work on and showed room. There was a lot of room for improvement, and we did just that this time around.
Isabel said that the 5 wickets that was more due to the run rate pressure, because they had no option but to go after every ball. Do you think that also played a role, and what is your assessment of the pitch? Do you like bowling on this?
Yes, in the warm-up games, this was a really good wicket for the leg spinners or the spinners overall to bowl. I think it was a bit skiddy, and that made it difficult for the batters to get it away. And the run rate played a big role in my wickets today. I think by bringing the extra fielder in and not just putting the 5 out, that created more pressure. And they had to go. So we're just lucky it paid off.
You will be playing New Zealand in your next match in Bangalore, totally different conditions from here. How do you plan to tackle Susie Betts, Chris, and Delay?
Well, we still have a few days to go before we get there. We haven't really focused on that game just yet. Our main focus was on tonight's game. We have to take every game as it comes. So we still have a lot of homework to do in that sense. But we haven't played at Bangalore in this year round, but we have had the opportunity to play there the last time we played against India, and we are quite familiar with the conditions. So we will definitely just have time tomorrow to regroup and make sure that we come up with good plans. But at the end of the day, it's about us, and we have to execute our skills and don't focus too much on the opposition.